Hey everybody, this is TotalGamerJunkie. I want to welcome you all back to my channel. Now in this video, I want to discuss with all of you something I read on Reddit. It was a post and I can't find it because I believe it's been taken down. I was going to make this video yesterday, but once I found the post so I could link it in the description, but I can't find it, and whether or not this person took it down themselves or Reddit or maybe Square Enix took it down because it had some sensitive information to it, I don't know. But take this with a grain of salt, as there is something in this that was mentioned that makes me a bit skeptical about whether or not this is real, but I thought I'd discuss it anyway. So the post started off with saying that, as I've mentioned before, Square Enix wanted to make their own MCU, like build Life is Strange up into an MCU type franchise. And I actually heard this in the comments from Wicterline, and there was another person. The two of them were talking, and they mentioned how in the sequel, apparently, Square Enix wanted to get they wanted to get Daniel and Alex into the next game. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't care what you do with Alex. It's clear like Alex and Steph are gonna be together, but just don't fuck with Sean and Daniel's story. Come on, you've already ruined the first game, don't ruin the second one. So I do think that this is gonna happen. And the post goes on to say that we know at the end where it pops up, okay, Max Caulfield will return. She's going to be the protagonist in Double Exposure, but Square Enix wasn't counting on the bad reception that Double Exposure had. And that's why they've sent out, if you remember, they were sending out surveys in London. Okay, why? It's like, what do you like about Life is Strange? Like, do you have any advice? Like, basically all that shit, because they know that they messed up big time, and they're trying to salvage this game, because I've seen in the comments people saying that this game might not be made due to the poor sales, and I do believe that, but the source claims that Square Enix already has, they haven't like made the game, and they haven't written it out, but they got a storyboard, and they want this, they're desperate to turn Life is Strange into an MCU, so they are definitely going through with the sequel, but now they care about feedback, and they want the feedback of us fans to say, okay, how can we make this work? And I gotta say, for a lot of us, it's a bit too late. Like, I will play the sequel, because, you know, it's like a train wreck. I can't look away, I have to see it through. However, I have friends as well as people online telling me that they're done with Life is Strange. Like, they'll go back, they'll play the original one, but they don't want to play anything else. Now, for me, I do like Before the Storm, I do like True Colors. I have my critiques about them, but I still enjoy them. So, I will play the 4 Life is Strange games, but I'm not going to, I'll replay them, I should say, but I still got to finish a walkthrough of Double Exposure from the alternate timeline where Chloe's dead, but it's like, I really have no interest in returning to replay that game because of all its problems, and how it was a big middle finger to us OG fans of the first Life is Strange. Now, speaking of Before the Storm and True Colors, apparently Square Enix also wants to bring back the narrative director Zach Garias, or Garris. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but this guy was apparently fired, and it's a bit ridiculous what was going on from what I heard. And if I'm wrong, please correct me in the comments below, because I don't know much about this guy or how the firing happened, but apparently there was something to do with not only Nazi symbols in True Colors, but apparently, if you remember, Steph's ex-girlfriend Izzy is trans, and we hear her voice in True Colors, and I believe once or twice in the Wavelengths DLC. But apparently he didn't want to add a trans character in True Colors, and that was one of the reasons he got fired, and why we have a trans character in Double Exposure. And it's also why the writing is, in the narrative direction of Double Exposure, is so bad. Because say what you will about Chloe, the first half of the game, like up to the end of episode 3, it's like, okay, you can follow along, but then like it has a few problems with episode 3, but it's like, alright, yeah, you're still going here. But then episodes 4 and 5, it goes off a cliff. They clearly did not know what they wanted to do. Like, whoever the narrative director of this game was, he was just making it up as he went along. He didn't know how to handle the structure of the story properly, and that's why it all falls apart. Now, whether or not this is true and Zack would want to come back and be the narrative director, I have no idea. But Square Enix is in between a rock and a hard place, so they may hire him back. As I don't know if any of you have heard of Suicide Squad, but this is actually something I want to talk about. So, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is a pretty bad game. And one of the things that people hated the most was the treatment of Batman. And this is meant to be set in the Arkham universe, and the Arkham games are beloved, and, you know, rest in peace, what was it, Kevin Conroy? I believe he was the voice actor for Batman. He died, and this was one of his last projects. And they have Harley Quinn kill Batman and disrespect him, and it's like, holy shit. And, like, everyone was pissed at this. But now they've released the ending to Suicide Squad, and this has made people even more and more furious. And it's clear that they, at least to me, that they pulled this right out their ass, because it's revealed that the Justice League didn't actually die. All the members that died were just clones. And this was a plan that Batman thought up, and he created the clones to distract Brainiac, so Brainiac wouldn't have idea what the real Justice League was doing. And they've come out, like Warner Brothers is like, no, this is the plan all along. I don't believe it. They were desperate enough to salvage, they were so desperate to salvage the game that they went and they retconned everything to bring the heroes back to life. And if Square Enix is desperate enough, I do think they'll hire Zack despite the controversy around his firing. Well, hire, like, it really depends if he wants to go back or not. Now, this next part is where I think this might be fake, because it's about Chloe, and originally, this has something to do with Ashley Burch and the fallout with, I don't know what that whole deal is, but apparently Square Enix, or Deck 9, whoever it was, didn't want Chloe in the game, so that's why they ended Max and Chloe's relationship. Now, Deck 9, they know they have to bring, not Deck 9, Square Enix knows that Chloe has to come back. But the Reddit post said that while they do plan to bring back Chloe, they're going to have Chloe be in a relationship with Victoria, which sounds ridiculous, but if you've looked at the Crosswalk app on Max's phone, whatever it was called, we know that Chloe and Victoria have been having conversations with one another. And it's like, really, those two are going to get in the conversation, but Max can't even reply to a text message to Chloe towards the end. But yeah, apparently they want to do this because they don't want Chloe and Max to be in a relationship together, so they're going to have Chloe be in a relationship with Victoria, and this is meant to help fans be like, okay, Chloe has moved on, so now Max has to move on, which is fucking ridiculous, and that's one of the reasons why I believe this is fake. But, you know, whether it's fake or not, I just wanted to let you all know, and that's really just about it. I wish I could put this post in the description below so I could share it with all of you, because no doubt you probably think I'm lying, but that's just what I saw, and maybe the post is fake. But I figured I'd let you all know now, and if there's any new information, I will let you all know if I find anything else. And that's really all I have to say on this topic. I do hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you do find the link, please link it in the comment section. If you do find the Reddit post, link it in the comment section, because, you know, I do want people to read this for themselves and discuss whether or not it's fake. So anyways, that's the end of this video. I do hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. This is TotalGamerJunkie, signing off.